Hello and true, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online. I'm the Bigby82, and this is part 33 of my Romulan Republic Federation Aligned Tactical Officer. We're about to undertake another mission here in the Spectres Arc, where we're going to head back to the 23rd century to try to destroy the Devidians' ability to travel in time and save both the past and the future. So I'm going to howl and speak with Franklin Drake, and then we'll get this show on the road, as they say.
Obviously, the Devidians have found a way to harness this surge of triolic energy. The existence of the Devidian portal means they're traveling freely between the station in the present and in the past. Since 23rd century technology can't detect the Devidian phase shift, that time period is rife with potential victims. The only choice now is to stop the incursion at the source. You'll have to take that portal into the past and find out how the Devidians are creating this new surge of triolic energy. Stop them and find a way back without altering the timeline. Don't worry about temporal investigations. I'll pull a few strings. They'll never know you were gone. Best to keep your team small, just in case. Until next time.
Okay, and this heads to the station.
Welcome to just.
Don't need to listen to him. I have to fight through crazed over there. Ah, okay. Begin everything, obviously. So we're taking a small team with us. They'll have the anti Deviant weapon. Expect to see any Deviants. Also, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to talk my way around the fact that I'm a Romulan. I have to pretend I'm Vulcan. Proper modulated energy discharge should allow us to use this portal to follow the Deviants back through time. Once we get there though, it might be a bit tricky to get back. We should bring a few people as possible to minimise the chances of distorting the timeline. Loading. Romulan Station, 23rd century. Here we are. We're still on the Romulan Station, so just in the past. Well, Satra, where did you learn your bloody science? Where did you get your science degree? Well, when I nice what it took you all that time to figure that one out. Congratulations. I'm sorry, Researcher, do you detect sarcasm? We must tread lightly, Captain. If we damage the station or cause any needless deaths, we could damage the timeline irreparably. Personally, I would prefer the timeline to have something unknown and unpredictable. Cunning and stealth will be our most important asset here. Set weapons to heavy stun. We're still in the computer core, Captain. Strange. I wonder why there's nobody here. From what I remember about this time period, there should be someone here, even just a technician. If we can find the right parts, we could cobble together a subspace emitter, or perhaps get an idea of what the Devidians are doing here. But using 21st century technology will make it much more difficult. The Federation won't develop ways of detecting subspace variances that the Devidians use until almost a century from now. I'll make it a list of equipment here that we can use to fine-tune Drazon Station's sensor array. We could probably find a regulator component somewhere near the computer core and an induction core on the power systems level. And I have brought the wrong Muppet with me. He doesn't actually have anything on him. Well, shit. Should have brought Heathen, not him. What might do? Okay. No wonder there's nobody here. The station's on medical alert. Non-essential personnel are confined to quarters and the computer core is locked down. Unfortunately, that lockdown works both ways. No one can get in and we can't get out either. Lucky for us, these old systems have some well-documented problems. Shouldn't be too difficult to override the controls. Sir, these old Duratonic computers have a memory fault that makes them susceptible to overloads. An overload could cause it's to lose process. It's like the one locking the door to the computer core. In this century there shouldn't be many tasks and any tasks that could overload them, but there's an infamous 24th century warp geometry problem that might be insolvable with the processing power available to these computers. If we set the consoles to divert processing to the parts of this problem, we might be able to cause a memory override that would make the computer lose its security lock. So, power distribution node. Memory operations. Hey, what? I mean, who are you? I haven't seen you here before. Identify yourselves. This station is on medical alert. Nobody's supposed to be in the computer core area but me. Hey, is that a weapon? Don't try anything or I'll stun you. I'm consulting specialist looking for a source vector. I suppose I was supposed to be down here.
That's fine then. I can give you directions. Just head the rest of the way up the ramp. Go through the upper connecting room and then take the maintenance lift up.
Thanks. Electronic transducer relay. So I'm reading the patrol team ahead. Since the station is on the medical alert, they're probably following the standard patrol pattern. We might be able to sneak past them or even lock them in one of the side rooms.
Oh, hey. You shouldn't be here. You should get up to the quarantine area.
What are you working on?
Oh, just running a level 3 diagnostic on the subsystem. The computers on the station are state-of-the-art. I can simulate an entire copy of the station and display every piece of it as a wireframe model.
That's impressive.
I know, isn't it? I'm very fortunate to be able to work here. Working on a station like this really strikes home just how modern and new everything is.
Isn't this subsystem tied to the main computer core?
Yes, although it has its own memory and subprocessor as well. It can even work in parallel with the computer core's main processor.
What happens when you tie it into the main computer's memory?
Here, I'll show you. That's odd. The core isn't responding to my request. I need to go talk to Lieutenant Myers. Make sure you get up to the quarantine area and get checked out by the doctor.
Warning, improper access may cause injury or death. For hardware access, disable all power taps before servicing, discharge static electricity before contact with leads, unlock safety cage prior to access, unclamp data lead to replace regulator. So we need to disconnect the power, touch the static discharge plate, unlock the safety cage, remove the computer monitor, and then we can take the planet regulator. Easy. isn't the power distribution level, so security's overridden the turbo lift. They must have detected our arrival. Station security will probably be here in any minute now, and if we don't get going, then we're out of fight. We better look for alternatives quickly. Find the console, override the turbo lift, and keep going. Another group of Starfleet officers ahead, sir. If we're cautious, we'll have to avoid them while they aren't looking.
Hold it right there.
I have no ill will against you, Captain Martha. Look familiar? It's where Bonnikins was. Bonnikins. So, we should be able to find an induction core on this level as part of the power systems. Then we can simply need to rig the subspace inducer to the sensor array and we can pinpoint the Devidians incursion. You there. Don't just stand there, come over here and give me a hand. People are dropping like flies on this station, and that's all I can do to keep it. Who are you? McCoy, Leonard H, but this is no time for introductions. I haven't seen anyone like you around here before, but this isn't my normal posting. But I was supposed to be on shore leave. Now lend me a hand or get out of the way. What's going on? There's some kind of illness affecting the people on this station. Blue flashes and ghost stories. There has to be a reason for it, and we need to stop it. People are dying here. What do you need me to do? As far as I can tell, all these people reported seeing these strange blue flashes of light. Now they're all dying. They're worse than dead. Their brains are gone. Whatever the disease is, it's suppressing brain activity at an alarming rate. It's almost as if the energy between the neurons was being removed somehow. The blue flashes seem to be associated with a strange form of radiation. We need to set up this triage center. We set up this triage center here, and the crazy engineer said that the power distribution station is heavily shielded. What kind of radiation? How should I know? I'm a doctor, not an engineer. The blue flashes keep happening anyway. We need some way to replace the neural energy, jumpstart their brain somehow. Tactical, like reinforcing the drained shield generator. I suppose that's one way of looking at it, but the mind is more complex and delicate instrument. Maybe that's the key. The brain might be able to restart itself if stimulated correctly. Give it the energy it needs and the stimulants to make it spread throughout the nervous system. I'll need to know as much neural energy as the fibers have, so then we can figure out how much they've lost. Then we need to apply cordial stimulators at the correct frequency. It's no pancreas, but it may save the lives of the crew. If we do not save these people, there's no telling how it might change the future events. It seems we have little choice but to assist the humans, sir. Come on, grab a tricorder and start checking the neural activity of some of these survivors. Take note of your readings. We're going to have to calculate the difference between the healthy mind and determine the right frequency to stimulate the brain. A normal human neuron has a resisting potential of -7 millivolts. Once you have some readings, we'll calibrate the cortical stimulator and then we'll try and revive some of these people. Okay. Right, scan neural resting potential. Neural resting potential reading -60 millivolts. Normal human should be -40. Interior neuron sodium ion levels elevated. Sodium potassium gates damaged. Sodium potassium gates damaged by forcible ion movement likely cause sudden change in neural voltage. Predicted results: hallucinations, loss of motor functions, nervous system damage. -58 +15. I was going to speak with Dr. McCoy. Ready to try some of the neurosurgery. Set the voltage. So the voltage -70 +30. To external, sodium external, potassium external and internal. Let's try it. You do that, Doctor. It's working, sir. The emitter has adjusted the active scans for the station. What do you make of these readings? Imaging shows that the station is becoming suffused with triolic radiation. Radiation is coming from Driffin's comet. The comet itself is emitting massive amounts of triolic energy. The Devidians must have realised that it is a natural source of energy, and they're using it in an easy way to shift out of sync with us. It's like riding behind the wake of a ship in the water. But it's not all they're doing, sir. They're harnessing the triolic energy and infusing it with critical particles. With that, they could have enough energy to move the entire station out of phase, maybe even to an entire sector. We have to stop them. The comet is the key, sir, but we can't do anything about the comet without a ship, and I don't think the 23rd century vessel is going to be able to do the job. With this information, it's clear we have to find a way to destroy Driffin's comet, sir. We can use one of the auxiliary reactors to sync with the subspace emitter that we hooked up at the station in order to make a temporal portal that will make us back to our time. Once we're back, once we make it back, we have to find a way to bring the ship back with us to destroy the comet. We have another problem. We've absorbed so much tronic radiation at this point that travelling through a gate again could cause radiation poisoning. Normally we'll just use a hydrogen to flush it out, but our medical supplies aren't protected against phase shifting. Our hydrogen supply is probably already irradiated. It isn't sort of a problem that comes up frequently. We'll need large dose of hydrogen to chelate out. Existing tronic radiation protect us from transition back through the pool. Only one person could probably get that for us. What the fuck was that? Go on. Right. Chelation dose of hydrogen from Dr. McCoy. Something else you need? Actually, I have a friend who took a little too much tronic radiation. He could use some hydrogen. A friend, with all the radiation flares out the station's experiencing, we're probably going to have a little short of hydrogen ourselves. I could make a spare hypo, but if your friend is getting radiation, he or she on the station already. I need a double dose of chelate out to cancellate. What the hell? Out a significant amount of trial radiation. You should never lie to your doctor or your bartender. That much radiation would mean you'll experience something close to an epicenter, like falling around with trial rays. You don't need the green blood or pointy ears to know that that is a bad idea. But when the people of this station really need it, you came through. I appreciate that. I feel I could spare a few doses. Just don't let the station's captain hear about it. Thanks. Look, I'm not sure who you are or where you came from, but I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm an old country doctor, and I know better than to ask too many questions about a little unexpected help. You probably shouldn't loiter around here too much longer, or people will start asking questions. I'm going to put these concordal stimulators to good use, and thanks. You saved a lot of lives today. We're ready to teleport back to our time whenever you are. Let's go back. Let's return to the 25th century. Speak with Franklin Drake. Remember to ring the right guy with me next time.
So Driffin's comet is the source of the triolic radiation. That explains a lot. However, we cannot simply destroy it in our time. The Devidians have the means to go back to the 23rd century and harness its energy there. However, that will be their only other chance. Before that, there's no Drozana station, so there's no place that will be close enough to the comet's trajectory to be of use to them. The only logical solution is to alter the past. Destroy the comet there, and save the Federation. As it happens, I have access to a way to transport your ship back to the 23rd century. It's risky, but I think the odds are in your favor. And if they aren't, there's always time for another try. I'll make the arrangements. Stay in touch. Drake out. Until next time.
Yes, until next time. And that is a way to end that. I'm the Big B82. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up. And I will see you in part 34 when we go and do Night of the Comet. Until then, Joe on True, and ciao for now.